These days, I describe myself as a messenger of ancient Indian thought. The reason, this physical, Tibetan, not Indian. But mentally, since childhood, we study Nalanda tradition and philosophy, logic, then about psychology. All these come from Nalanda. Traditionally, real teacher of these different subjects are Nalanda scholars. So their writing we use as a textbook. So mentally, I'm more Indian than you. Modern Indian, you see, the education, the materialistic oriented education, which introduced by Britisher, isn't it? So I really found this ancient Indian knowledge is not only ancient one, but also very relevant to today's troubled world. It is quite easy to notice everybody want happy life, do not want suffering, do not want problem. But many suffering, including killing, and a lot of problem due to gap rich and poor. Or these things actually our own creation, the human being. Now scientists say basic human nature is more compassionate. But then why 7 billion human beings, physically, mentally, emotionally, same. Everybody, you see, born from their mother. Their life survived with mother's loving kindness and milk. So, yet, eventually, we see much neglect about these basic human value. Think about money, power, fame, the education, which materialistic oriented education also use, I think, for our emotion, too much ambition, and how to destroy so-called our enemy. Like that. Then religion also now become the cause for division. Christian, Muslim, among Muslim, Shia, Sunni, and unfortunately in Burma, Buddhists, the Muslim. These are unthinkable. Basic human nature, more compassionate. But many problems, actually our own creation. Why? And even religion, which teach us compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, that itself, you see, causing killing. Really unthinkable. So then, seeing these sort of sad things, different part of the world, then look India. All major religious traditions exist in this country, live together. Basically, religious harmony over 3,000 years exists in this country. Homegrown religion, that is Sankhya philosophy, and then from Sankhya philosophy, Rikshi Thavakasa. Vedanta. Or there are some sort of different Hindu tradition, originally come from Sankhya philosophy, over 3,000 years. Then Jainism, then Buddhism, all homegrown religion. Then later, the Judaism reached here, Christian reached here, Muslim reached here. And then also, which century the Zoroastrian come to India? Which century? I don't know. Zoroastrianism.
Zoroastrianism, yeah.
I know Zoroastrian because in Bombay, many Parsi. Huh? Very small number, less than 100,000. But very happy, no fear. Among the millions of Christian, millions of Hindus, Muslim, handful Parsi, very happily so remain there and make some contribution, like Tata, I think Parsi. Then because of the Field Marshal, Manekshaw, all sorts of Persian, Parsi, like that. So that's India, religious harmony. Really wonderful, really wonderful. India is the only nation as an example, religious tolerance. People, different faith, can live together. So, and then the Indian knowledge over 3,000 years investigate our mind, our emotion. And then they also develop method, tackle our emotion. That's practice of shamatha, practice of vipassana. Over 3,000 years. Buddha himself is a product of this Indian tradition. So, I carry, this ancient Indian knowledge. Wherever I go, I always talk about inner peace. In order to develop inner peace, prayer also very good, but not sufficient. The Indian tradition, analyze the mental function, emotion. So therefore, I usually consider messenger of ancient Indian thought. I think conventionally, I think I should carry that responsibility because I'm longest guest of Indian government. So wherever I go, I always talk this inner value. So that's ancient Indian knowledge, Indian thought. So I consider, I always express I'm messenger of ancient Indian thought. Then also, since now a few years, I also mentioning this physical survived with Indian chapati, dal, or rice. And then this mind, as I mentioned earlier, student of ancient Indian thought. So mentally, physically, both, I'm Indian. So these days I express I'm son of India. One time I met a few journalists from Chinese, some overseas Chinese. One journalist asked me, why you stated you are son of India? It seems he thought political matter, political reason. Then I mentioned this physical survived with Indian dals and chapati. This mind, you see, full of Indian thought. Therefore, physically, mentally, I'm son of India. Then it seems he understands that. So no further argument. So now, my commitment, number one commitment, I'm a human being. I'm one of the 7 billion human beings. So on that level, I'm trying to sort of share how to develop inner peace. With inner peace, your health also better. Too much emotion versus the problem. Too much stress, very bad for our health. So inner peace, very important. The secular way, I always see